What's up, everybody? I'm Pat Mayo, and with the help of my handsome prediction cardigan, I'm giving you 3 must-starts and 3 guys to keep away from the fantasy field in Week 11. I'm not wasting any time, so let's get right to it. Between the interceptions and visits to the ground from tripping over his own feet, Carson Palmer has actually been one of the most consistent fantasy pivots this season. He's tossed multiple touchdowns in 3 straight games and now gets to post more garbage time numbers against a Saints squad that's still a bit hazy when it comes to defense. Andrew Luck may try to pass to Reggie Wayne every chance he gets, but when that isn't an option, he's staring down Donnie Avery. Avery returned quicker than expected from his hip injury and should generate a tuft of targets, with the Colts trying to match the Patriots score for score. There's a strong possibility we've entered Bizarro World because I've got another Raider you have to play. Sunday showed us without a doubt MARCEL REECE is the man in the Raiders' backfield. Take that, Tywan Jones. With Mike Goodson and Darren McFadden likely out again this week, REECE gets to fill his robust belly on the pitiful Saints defense. And his pass-catching ability makes him a borderline top 10 option in PPR formats. In a game and a half as starter, REECE has hauled in 15 catches. Impressive stuff. So who are the bums that will drive you to drink this week? I'll get to that. But first, you need to know where to get the proper mix to wash that stuff down. Fortunately, I know just the guy.
Hey fantasy lovers, it's your good friend the Murph from the Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix. Look, when I need fantasy advice, I turn to my good buddies at RotoExperts. When those guys want to kick back and have a few Bloody Marys, well, the solution is simple. They turn to Murph's famous Bloody Mary mix. How can you start partying with the Murph? Well, that's easy too. Just go to murphsfamous.com. That's murphsfamous.com. And remember, friends, one sip makes one believer.
Sorry, Matt Forte owners, but with Jason Campbell under center, you're looking at a second straight week of ineffectiveness. Despite allowing Steven Jackson to run all over them Sunday, the 49ers remain the toughest unit against the run. Hopefully, you have an alternative stashed away on the bench. One gigantic week doesn't thrust Joe Flacco back into the circle of trust, especially when his next opponent is the Steelers. The Ravens pivot has managed multiple touchdown passes just once in his 9 career games with Pittsburgh. There are plenty of superior options this week. Somehow, through a rotating cavalcade of inept quarterbacks, Larry Fitzgerald has remained a respectable fantasy option. Not this week, though. The Falcons have been extra stingy to opposing receivers at the Georgia Dome, and Fitz has cracked 75 yards just once in 4 road games. Yikes. That's all for this week. If you demand more of me, which I assume is always the case, you can tune into my live video chats Tuesdays and Thursdays, 4 Eastern, on sportsgrid.com. It's totally free, and I'll be answering any question you can muster up, fantasy related or not. So until next week, I'm Pat Mayo. Good luck in Week 11.